Monday dawned an absolute stunning blue dome day. With all the heavy rain the previous day, the roads were going to be damp, which means no dust. We met up with the other members of our convoy at the back of the camp. Andrew Preece in a 2012 Land-Rover Defender, Don Roberts in an 85 Land-Rover 110, Dave Penrose in a Series 2A and Ash driving an FJ Land Cruiser. Apparently with the imposing weather forecast, the Nelson Series 1 owners were not so keen on heading south through the Rainbow Station, but we were very grateful these chaps did make the effort, as the Rainbow Road is closed this time of year and these guys had a key. Leon, Darren, Steve and myself had to make the 7pm ferry from Picton on Monday night, and we're cognizant that the Nelson chaps weren't on a time frame, so may wish to explore the upper reaches of the Clarence or the Waiau, but Andrew assured us that he'd get us through the Rainbow before 2pm, which was very considerate as they held the key to all the locked gates. We headed west out of Hamner to travel up the more civilised Jacks Pass to head back over to the Clarence River to follow the Top House Road north to the Rainbow River.
There are a pair of cowboys in that back vehicle, but they're way behind us.
The contrast in scenery from the fertile Hamner Plains to the dry barren Clarence is a shock to the senses. In such a short distance we travel from a North American alpine scene to the Nelson Lakes yellow tussock plains of the Clarence catchment, with its immense scree slopes of crumbling mountains and lofty peaks of snow-capped rock in the northern end of the valley. The Top House Road is flat and well graded, following the true left of the Clarence River northward. 30 kilometres north we turned off for a brief visit to Lake Tennyson. The Department of Conservation have erected these brilliant little shelters loaded with local information, and due to the remote location, vandals with spray cans and sharp utensils have not defaced anything. Long may it continue.
Animal tracks going across. Sending pitching power.
Jump in, Darren.
We pressed on over Island Saddle and down into the upper reaches of the Waiau River, where we stopped for lunch near the Sedgemere Sleepout. This vast valley is the upper reaches of the Waiau River, which comes out of Blenheim, as well as the Severn, which feeds the Acheron and joins the Clarence near the Acheron Accommodation House.
You get an amazing effect of this massive just looks like a
Following lunch, we crossed the Wairau and continued on the hydro road, built for access to the power pylons. Here the mountains close ranks and squeeze the Wairau into a deep, swift river, as we follow the Wairau on the true right to a locked forestry-type steel gate.
Wouldn't they? I mean, you can. Sounds like a fucking.
As big as he said, 1.5, something like that, million.
Oh.
Something like that. That's a little bit challenging.
Hang on to it yesterday.
Bouncing off the turret session was enough on it. It just didn't quite pick up the thread, you know?
And that does your bloody head in.
Oh.
It's nearly there.
Yeah. 40 bucks. Actually joined because I'd like to get the mirror apart. I have actually seen the spring hangers invert.
We reached the old Rainbow homestead and another locked gate, where a $40 toll is required during the open season from 17 December to 10 April.
Yeah, Kevin, there's the river crossing not too far ahead. Andrew's going to go ahead to take some photos. Do you want to make your way to the front as well?
Yeah, roger, that'd be good, thank you.
By prior arrangement, we were able to prepay our toll online, and we had a key, so we were able to continue our journey unabated. We were very grateful for the Rainbow Station to allow us to travel out of season, making our journey possible. As you can see in parts of this video, the Rainbow section of the road can be very unpredictable, so if you do intend to visit the area, it pays to check their website prior to departure. The road can be closed without warning and is very weather dependent.
We've got the gate to go through, then we come up to a sort of measles-sized river. Do you want to go first so you can take some photos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after we get the gate, I'll pull over so you can get in front of me.
All right. Thank you.
It was easy, no problem last time. Hate those tow bars, fucking ground anchors.
Just before we hit the 6 Mile Creek where the Rainbow Ski Field grinds its way up the mountain, we encountered yet another locked gate. We stopped to film the vehicles fording 6 Mile Creek. Ian Butcher put on a stunning show of a water plume until the lights went out and required recovery.
Yeah, roger that.
Oh, there you are. I guess we'll go to the end of this road where it meets the highway and then we'll stop.
So, I'll see you on the next trip.
Right. Okay.
And I'll send you that email over the
That'd
next
be good.
couple of days. All right.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for that.
Back on the blacktop, we soon arrived at State Highway 63 where we parted company, the Nelson crew heading west to St Anord, with our 3 vehicles heading east down the Wairau. Not far down the Wairau Valley, Ian Butcher took us to see the Argyle Pond. I'd not seen this type of construction before, where instead of a valley being dammed for power and irrigation, an earth wall had been constructed out into the Wairau Valley, capturing some of the small streams descending from the hills above. Here we stopped for second lunch, and Ian and Mike introduced me to a southern delicacy, a bacon buddy, but instead of tomato sauce, a smear of Vegemite was applied to the bread. No, don't knock it. It was a life-changing moment for me, I tell you. The wine district in the Wairau continues to work its way westward up the valley. The absolute kilometres of vineyards are amazing. As you drive down the road, you are hit with a strobing effect due to the exact even spacing of the vine rows. We arrived in Picton with plenty of time as our ferry was delayed for an hour, just for a change, so we went and bothered Rob Neal to check out his newly restored Series 2B forward control.
Wollaston, where's that though?
In my Christchurch?
Yeah.
So should I go and have a look at it?
And it's only missing a starter motor.
Yeah, it's a starter
And it's
motor
not
for it,
seized.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's it then. 4 days around the top of the South Island and we travelled 779 kilometres. Met some great people, saw some amazing places, had some great pies and a bacon buddy with Vegemite. What more could you ask for? I stayed the night at Steve's place in Raumati, thanks Julie, which we reached about 1:30 AM on Tuesday morning. A few hours later I was heading north.